Looking for a job, you are probably really well aware of how frozen and stagnant and bad the job market is, especially for white collar workers. But the people that have jobs currently are most likely miserable. And I really like this article called The Great Detachment. And it's basically talking about how so many people who are employed just feel completely checked out. And they're not quitting their jobs because they feel like they can't find a new job if they quit, but they're just kind of coasting by because they just feel so disengaged. And I think this connects to this larger trend around how so many people are experiencing burnout and economic anxiety and just a lack of meaningful work. Like everything just feels like busy work. If you've ever read the book Bullshit Jobs, I think a lot of white collar work is very much around like administrative project management, that kind of work, which often a lot of people do not feel like it's very meaningful to them. And I think on top of this, a lot of people feel like they're doing all this and working and they are unable to get ahead financially. And so they just feel burnt out, like they don't have energy to do anything else, and they're also not getting ahead. And I read a newsletter about money psychology, and I want to talk about how that kind of shapes your worldview. Financial health and physical health are very much interlinked. So when you are financially stressed, you are more likely to develop physical symptoms, mental health issues, and it's very much kind of a full circle and interconnected. So like if you're struggling mentally, that can also play a role in your financial health as well. The people that are stressed out and burnt out and lonely are more likely to spend money. And when you're in a cognitively depleted state, you are more likely to make impulsive financial decisions. And many people are told, right, like work hard, be loyal, you'll get rewarded. But you are now seeing companies do these mass layoffs and, while also posting record profits, or you're seeing headlines about executives getting these giant bonuses while your wages have stagnated. And I think a lot of people feel like this idea of company loyalty is a one-way street, which I think is leading to a lot of sort of detachment. And I think, there are good things about this where I think a lot of people are starting to redefine purpose outside of work. But I think that also just contributes to financial stress, additional financial stress, emotional, detachment, which is never good. But I think when people see these headlines, I think a lot of people think it's like, oh, people are just being lazy, etc. But it's very much a very rational response to this feeling of like, oh, my company will never care about me, so why am I expected to care about them?